사랑해요. My dad was a baseball coach. When I was young, I played soccer, I played baseball, I played speed skating, long track speed skating, and also judo. But my dad was a baseball coach, so he always go to the baseball field. I go with him, and that's how my love for baseball started. Well, it was quite simple. I could not hit, so I could not hit at all. So it was really easy. Or you remain catcher and you get released, or you turn the pitcher and continue to play baseball.
Okay.
So I continued to play baseball.
There was a...
It was an easy decision. What was most difficult, I feel like what was most difficult was being alone. I was 16 when I left and went to the United States, so I was very young. Being away from your parents and your families, it gets quite hard. I think the big difference as well in the minor leagues, you're traveling long hours. You're on the bus long hours. You play 4 games. You go to the next city. You're constantly on the go. That was quite hard. I had Tommy John surgery. I had elbow surgery at that time. So you think at that time maybe my career is over. So those are the difficult. I felt like the difficult parts of playing in the United States. But there's many good parts as well because there's a lot of players. It's very international. There's Cuban players, Dominican players, Venezuelan players. I even had a Japanese player on my team. We had Dutch players, American players. So it was very international. I was in AAA at the time, and I was having a good season in AAA. The Pittsburgh Pirates called me up to the major leagues, and after the season, there was 2 choices. They're going to take me off the 40-man roster. I continue to play somewhere else, and I didn't want to be in a situation where I would go to AAA again because I wanted to make the next step. At that moment, because I had a good year in AAA, there were several Asian teams that were interested, and so. Samsung was one of them, and I started looking them up. I saw that they previously won 2 championships. They had the best bullpen. They had a great offensive team, and I was going to be a starter, and I was going to be able to make all my starts and develop myself as a starter. And so the choice became pretty easy at that point, and I said, you know what? I want to continue as a starter and develop myself, and the environment looks great. To win, let's go. In the beginning, it was hard. It was very hard for me because it was my first time coming to Asia, my first time in Korea. I had to make adjustments in my mindset. I was a little bit closed. I felt like I was a little bit closed off. And I learned from our pitching coach and our pitchers that were there to focus on the process, to focus on the development. Not to worry so much about the outcome, just focus on the small steps you have to take to be successful. So like that, I started feeling I was getting better and better, and they helped me a lot to become a better pitcher. I think one of the big parts was you have to show hard. When you're on the mound, you have to show hard, and sometimes in the beginning. I would have it and I would not have it. I would have it and I would not have it. And being around my teammates, I learned that if you want to become a good top-of-the-line pitcher, you're going to have to show hard all the time. And I felt like, especially my second year, I was able to do that much more. And off the field, I had TK and me. Off the field, this was very important to us because it takes you away, it gives you a break from baseball. And they showed us around Daegu, they showed us all the good foods that we had. So that was an amazing. That's also an amazing story, really.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because one day I left my apartment building and I was looking for some place to eat. And I was looking around and I see, whoa, La Salud, that looks good. Let me go. Let me go there. and I went there, and then I met TK, and I felt right away. You feel a connection, you know. And it was a good feeling. And so he started helping me and make me understand about Korean life and about the Korean way of baseball. And so that off the field, after we would go for drinks, or we would go to downtown Daegu and just enjoy our company together. So yeah, that helped a lot. Besides the Korean series, I would say the game against Hanwha Eagles, where I had, if I remember correct, I had maybe 13 or 14 strikeouts that game. Yeah, I think it was one of my best games that I've pitched.
Okay.
There's a few. I think Sonasop was very hard on me. I felt like his ability to make contact, his ability to drive the ball was very good. Yeah, he's a lefty, so he was always tough on me. Also, Nexen's leadoff hitter at the time.
서건창?
I think yes.
Second
yes.
base.
He was tough. And then of course the Nexen team, they had a good team with Park Byung-ho and Kang Jung-ho. So they were strong. And that year they were very strong. I'm trying to think who else was tough on me. There was a few guys that were tough on me. Of course, you know, Kim Tae-gun, veteran hitter Chae-jung from SK. Yeah, there's quite some guys that are you know, every team has a few guys that are really good. You know, not recent Samsung players, but past Samsung players. I kept in touch with Park Sung-min, Chae-young-woo, Chao Chan. Let me think, who else? Yeah, I think those are the main guys. Also bullpen catcher, one of the bullpen catchers.
Who is your best friend?
I would say Park Sung-min would be my best friend.
Okay. A short letter to Park Sung-min.
Thank you for embracing me as a foreign player on the team and spending so much time with me off the field as well, and make me feel comfortable. And also all his craziness on the field and in the clubhouse. You know, this keeps the environment loose and enjoyable, because we enjoy playing baseball. Sometimes we forget that as professional players. You know, you gotta enjoy the game, and he always enjoyed the game. From the bottom of my heart, he's a great person. He's a great teammate, and his support really meant a lot to me, and his friendship means even more to me. So yeah, I love him. Saraneo. You know, it was a mix of feelings, because you leave a warm place, and you have many good memories, winning 2 championships, and having to say goodbye to your teammates. That's always hard after 2 years, intense years like that. At the same time, it was exciting to start a new, of course, also going to a new team, a new challenge, a new chapter. Those are exciting things as well. So yeah, it's a little bit of both. Of course, I would be open. You know, we would be honored to come back and play. And my wife loved it there. We have a son now. He's throwing the ball around. And I would love to come back and continue to, because I've been following something too. You know, and I saw it in 16 and 17. The team went down and had a tough time, and now I feel like they're crawling back up. You know, they're getting better, and they're in the middle now, and they're pushing to the top. So hopefully, if I can be on the team, hopefully we can make a push even more. You know, to the top of the board. So that would be great. Yeah, I want to continue. I'm a free agent right now, and I want to continue to play. I feel good. I feel ready. I feel like I can start many games for a team in Korea or in Japan. I'm open. So I hope that there will be an opportunity that comes along, and with somebody that believes in me and what I can bring to the team, and also on the field, bring to winning. I think it's a good combination and to start a good relationship. So I hope this will happen soon. 구독